Charis, and you're watching Speak Out with Charis. The show Speak Out with Charis, it's about people coming out to share their story of about any traumatic experiences they've had before in their past, the process they had to go through, and how they handled whatever traumatic experience they had. And today on the show, we have a beautiful lady, Miss Efua Bona.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Fine, you look good yourself.
Oh, thank you. With what you sent, and you talked about depression and inferiority complex. How's that like?
Well, it's not easy. Growing up was not funny because where I grew up in a background where the house I lived in an uncompleted building.
Okay.
I lived in about 4 to 5 uncompleted building while growing up, and I wasn't so free.
Okay.
Bringing friends home.
Yeah.
And I had a time when I had friends who would want to come and visit, and I had to go around. And then growing up with that, I wasn't sure I was good enough for anything.
Okay.
I wasn't sure I deserved to get the best. And it wasn't an easy journey really, but I think I'm better than that now. I was quite depressed. I was because when my friends talk, I'm not really that
So
good
this
at talking.
depression you're talking about, it started from childhood, yeah? So we would love to hear what happened in your childhood.
Okay, like I said earlier, when I was growing up, I saw ice water. It was ice water, not pure water. I saw ice water. I hawk in this popular wood market, and hawking and seeing your friends, and so I got depressed, especially when I had friends who wanted to come visit me, and a particular one kind of saw my house and was like, came back to school. I was like, look at where she's staying, and then I wasn't happy about it, and I became so depressed. When my friends talks, I can't talk there, you get. I didn't keep company of friends again. My circle became so small. You get. I was quite depressed because I was just wishing I could do something. I couldn't, obviously. So I got so depressed, and I just what's that English? I kind of went back to my shell. I was always this quiet person. You get.
So the depression is just because of your friends, because of where you were staying, or the kind of life you had at that time?
Because of the life I had. I grew up with my father. But I didn't have this fatherly figure.
Okay.
You get. He was there, but it was more like he wasn't there. My mom was the one who was always carrying the whole responsibility of feeding and everything. So before we moved to the uncompleted building, we were actually living in a kiosk. This recharge card kiosk and everything.
Yes,
so, and then I was always doing is it house girl now, house help for some people. I fetch water for them, and I don't know what to say. Can we just go, please?
So in the message we got, you talked about school.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think I was in primary 4 then. I had this teacher
Okay.
who, should I say, molest girls, or it touches them in awkward places.
Yeah.
And I already knew that beforehand because I think I had a particular classmate that he was always with 247.
Okay.
So when I got to the school, he just he came to sit where I was sitting, sat beside me. I moved. As I was moving, he was moving with me.
Okay.
So I was moving until I got to the edge of the seat. He was always doing that, probably just put his hands on my legs. And I wasn't so comfortable with that. So going to school was kind of scary. I was always scared to go to school. So I told my mom, because my mom was not finding this. I like, come and go to school. I'm like, I don't want to go to school today. So my mom was like, what happened? I had to like open up and like, there's this particular teacher that is always, and she followed me to school and reported to the proprietress And I think that was when everything started coming up. I'm not the only girl who does that too, and there's some other girls. And I think they took the teacher out of the school, but then my mom stopped me from going to the school, and my school was changed. And that's another story. When my mom changed my school, she took me to another school that was quite far. I needed to get a bus going to the school.
Okay.
And going every morning was quite funny because there was this particular man, because I wake up as early as 5 o'clock because it was far. So probably when I'm in the bus, I just kind of sleep off. But when I'm sleeping, I always feel this man is always sitting down beside me. So when I sleep like this, the boss, his hands is always here, and then I feel this.
He touches you.
Yeah, you get.
Yeah.
And I open my eye and I'm like, and it's this all looking prim proper and a banker stuff.
Yeah,
and
understand.
I put my head down again. I feel my hands and like anytime I enter the bus, that very early is always sitting beside me. Then I was like, okay. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anybody because at that point I was quite young, and just imagine me telling my mom that what
they won't believe. Yeah.
So I think I just enjoyed that because I don't know if he was always watching me or monitoring me. I don't know, but anytime I enter the bus, he's always beside me. I think I enjoyed that. It just continued like that till I don't know. I just stopped seeing him all of a sudden.
So after that, after you had the primary school, you talked about secondary school too. That you had something else in secondary school.
Well, yeah, I think that was when I was coming back from school. I think it was a 2-time experience. Yeah, when I was coming back from school, there was this. That is why I wouldn't want someone to like let me lap your daughter, because it actually happened like that. I was quite small. And then I entered the bus.
How old were you at this time?
I was, I think, 11, 12.
Wow, you're really young.
Yeah, I was young. I think 11, 12. So just entered the bus, and the man was like, "No, don't worry. I'm okay, Charis. I didn't lap it. Come let me lap you." And well, I was going to save my money because I was happy. And then he lapped me. And when we were in the bus, I was feeling, he was touching my butt. I was just adjusting, but I didn't really count it to be honest after Ray helping me. It happened, I think when I was about coming down, or before I came down, I was feeling something so hard.
Wow.
And then when I was about coming down, I just felt, because my uniform is this kind of it's a pinafore.
Yeah.
It gets kind of down, so pretty not fitted. I just felt his hands inside my.
Oh, that's very.
I almost jumped out of the moving bus. It was crazy, man. And I still couldn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody. I think it was much later. Yeah, much later. I think I grew up. The mind now. I told my mom. My mom was like, whenever something like that happened, I should scream in the bus. But my growing up, I wasn't really one who.
Speak out, talk too much.
I don't. So there was no way I could do that. So I just endured. It actually happened continuously. Not the same man though.
Oh.
Different pedophiles.
Okay, so now I understand that because of that now you have the insecurity issue.
Yeah, I don't trust.
You don't trust.
I don't trust. I don't trust.
Yeah.
I don't trust. It's so hard to trust.
So to date, you still don't trust anybody.
Let's just say I've battled with that all my life till just should I say June this year. I actually met with a friend who helped me through, still helping me. I don't know, kind of clicked, and it's my manager.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever at times I go through these depressive states, I just want to cry. I just want to shout. I just want to rant and like, why is all this happening to me? And is it that I'm not good enough or something? Yeah. I just chat him up and kind of tells me whatever it is you want to say, just say it. Talk to me. And I do all the talking, I rant, I talk. Are you okay now? Yeah. You're good? Yeah. Then he kind of advises me, encourages me. And I think that has been helping because I've actually been keeping everything all bottled in. And I just like, on the fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. But I think talking actually has kind of helped me.
Yeah, it does help. Yeah, talking to someone about your problem, talking to someone how you feel, it really helps.
But it's not so easy
one way.
talking.
Yeah, it's not easy, but it's actually the best way to, like, as we're talking about, are you feeling better? You feeling good?
Yeah. I'm feeling
It
kind of
relieves.
relieved.
It
Yeah,
feels
exactly.
like a
That's the
way,
word,
like
relief.
it relieves you. Like
Yeah.
that's
Because it's
totally
actually
good.
been all bottled up in. I don't think this particular one, this school stuff. I don't think I've actually said that to even him.
Yeah.
It's all bottled up in because come to think of it, who would want to actually believe that? You know, it's kind of weird. Imagine me at that young age and I'm like, this man, kill more, you know,
True.
all those kind of things. Everything just kind of bottled up and this insecurity, inferiority, depression, and
So with everything like that, depression, insecurity that you have, do you need help? Like other than the fact that you talk to somebody, do you need therapy? Have you been to any therapy?
nah, I'm scared of that. I feel when I hear therapy, I think it's common with everybody. I feel I'm at this worst stage, you know.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean you're at the worst stage. It's the same thing as talking to, like the person you talk to. The same thing as talking to someone. The person offers you help. It's just a qualified person that has the degree or has the knowledge of everything. So it's just about you talking to someone and he offers you solutions. He or she offers you solutions to your problems, helps you, guides you through whatever it is you're going through. You understand? So basically, that's what therapy is. Not like giving you injections or anything. So it's just having to share your problem and the person helps. With time, eventually you get better, you grow, you won't be depressed no more, you won't have insecurities and all of that.
Okay. No, I've never had anything therapy and I think it won't be bad.
We offer therapy sessions.
Okay.
You can have that if it helps.
Alright, I wouldn't mind.
It's gonna help really, really well. So if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to hear whatever it is you're going through, any traumatic experience you've had in the past or you're having right now, you can always, whenever, send us a mail or call any of the numbers you see on your screen and let us know. We'll always be here to listen and help you get through whatever it is you're going through. So we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.